Tonight, a Broadway classic returns with soul, spectacle, and a whole lot of heart. Crowds fill downtown San Juan Capistrano as one of California's oldest traditions rode through town. The Swallows Day Parade transformed the historic street into a living snapshot of the Old West. I'm here at the Lala Plaza Park in Dam Point, where the Certified Farmers Market comes together every Wednesday morning. Local farmers and artisans showcase everything from fresh organic produce to handcrafted jewelry and candles to one-of-a-kind gifts. Hi, I'm Braeden Byrne, and this is a SoCal News Special. Today we're taking a break from the headlines and we're stepping inside one of Temecula's most unique hillside properties. It's one of the most anticipated films of the year. Wicked for Good marks the epic conclusion to one of Broadway's most celebrated stories. At Salt Creek Beach, the holiday season arrived with a splash as surfers and paddleboarders hit the waves dressed as Santa and festive characters. The annual Surfing Santa competition once transformed this coastline into a holiday spectacle, drawing crowds and competitors from all across Southern California. What started as a creative nod to Dam Point surf culture has grown into a respected community tradition in support of surfers healing and their mission to serve children with autism. What began as a festive holiday surf has grown into an event supporting surfers healing, using the ocean to create confidence and joy for children on the autism spectrum.
This community is based around surfing. It has some of the best surf spots in California, Salt Creek, and it's a community thing that comes together. All these young kids that don't know autism but are great surfers and they love competition, they come down here because they want to be in a contest. Now they get kind of blindsided by they're here for a reason. They're here for supporting our charity, Surfers Healing.
Surfers Healing is built on the belief that the ocean can be a powerful and therapeutic space. For many children with autism, surfing provides a sense of freedom and accomplishment that extends beyond the shoreline.
It's part of the Ritz-Carlton. It's something that we wanted to introduce to the community and make sure that the culture of this area is alive and well, and we do that on Salt Creek Beach to benefit Surfers Healing.
Along the San Clemente shoreline, waves are pounding away at land that can no longer hold the line, threatening homes on the bluffs, infrastructure below, and a vital rail corridor that keeps Southern California moving. Along the coastline of San Clemente, erosion is accelerating, putting homes, infrastructures, and a critical rail line at risk as the shoreline continues to give way. Powerful surf is carving into bluffs above the beach, raising new concerns for homes nearby. Residents are here watching the coastline change in real time. JSerra Lions are gearing up for what looks to be a strong season ahead. With returning talent and new players stepping into key roles, the focus now is on chemistry, discipline, and setting a high standard early. I sat down today with head coach Keith Wilkinson and sophomore Ryan Doan to talk about the mindset driving this group and the goals they've set heading into the year.
It's a growth learning mindset right now. We have a very, very young group. We're probably going to have 2 or 3 sophomores that play a ton of minutes. And so it's just going to be a group that's going to have to learn at a very, very, very fast rate this year because we are very young and inexperienced.
At the Capa Valley STEAM Showcase, it's clear innovation isn't limited to labs or equations. Sometimes it's found at the potter wheel, where creativity and science can shape something that is lasting by hand. From the classroom to the kiln, students are proving art and innovation can truly go hand in hand. With SoCal News, I'm Braeden Byrne. Hamas released the bodies of 4 hostages Thursday morning, which is believed to include a mother and her 2 sons. Their bodies will receive forensic testing to confirm their identity. Sweet Niblets, Miley Cyrus is entering a new era following the success of Endless Summer Vacation and its hit Flowers, and she's set to drop her next album, Something Beautiful, on May 30th. In June, she'll release a musical film tied to the album. One track, End of the World, is already making waves with its emotional, haunting vibe, proof of her continued evolution. Well, women's water polo seems to have found their groove after picking back-to-back wins against Chapman and number 19 ranked CSUN. This is a team that is thriving on play from their experienced players like Kara Kahawai, who leads the team with 27 goals of the year, and then you pair that with the play from Celeste Amanda Rees, who adds another 16 goals to the Lancers season total. The sky's definitely the limit for this Lancers team. New details have emerged in the hit-and-run death of former child star Kiana Underwood in Brooklyn. Police say a gray vehicle struck the 33-year-old pedestrian early Friday morning, and the incident remains under investigation. Her rise to fame on Nickelodeon in the early 2000s made her a recognizable face in youth entertainment. The public and industry figures are expressing shock and sadness following the news. Magnitude 4.9 earthquake struck near Indio late Monday night, centered about 19 kilometers northeast of the Desert Valley. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, tremors from this quake were felt across San Diego, Palm Springs, Temecula, and the Riverside area. The shallow quake initially registered at 5.1 before being downgraded by seismic authorities. Residents have also reported a smaller aftershock in the region this week. Celebrities continue to make appearances across premieres and events in Los Angeles. Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are among those drawing attention at recent appearances. Meanwhile, singer Brandy is celebrating receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for her contributions in the recording industry. Industry events are ramping up as spring premieres approach, and Hollywood remains active with new projects and public appearances. We begin in Washington, where lawmakers continue negotiations over government funding. Congress is working to avoid disruptions as deadlines approach for key budget decisions. Both parties remain divided on spending priorities and policy provisions tied to the funding plans. Leaders say talks are ongoing, but there's still no final agreement in place. For now, the focus is on preventing any lapse in government operations.